Hi everyone, Sean here from Attack Panic. This is an important lesson on anticipatory anxiety, frightened about being frightened. In my opinion, based on my own experience and that of all sufferers I work with, without exception, the biggest problem plaguing sufferers, especially those that suffer from panic attacks, are the ritualistic preoccupation and monitoring of their sensations and environment, staying constantly on guard, waiting for some internal sign that an attack is about to unveil itself. We even go so far as to prepare ourselves with coping strategies and safety crutches should we find ourselves in difficulty. And of course, because you have an anxiety condition, because you are habitually behaving anxiously, you will get what you were looking for: sensations and panic. The worrying thoughts about the next panic attack, projecting forward into a future panic-provoking situation, painstakingly working through all the various negative scenarios, will trigger corresponding anxious sensations without even entering the situation. This convinces your subconscious mind that you are in need of protection. Not surprisingly, when you do enter that perceived difficult situation, the subconscious mind, which can't take a joke, remembers all those earlier worrying thoughts and fears and sets about protecting you with a panic response. This vicious perpetual cycle of behavior is called anticipatory anxiety, and after having experienced hundreds of panic attacks and working with other sufferers, I know this to be true. Anticipatory anxiety is worse than the actual experience of panic. Now, this may be hard to believe at first, but think about it. Take what you have learnt so far, coupled with your own experiences, and you will know this to be true. Anticipatory anxiety is based on fear and resistance. This means that we are trying to fight and guard ourselves against panic. All this resistant behavior just makes you even more anxious and scared. It is this resistant attitude which is the fuel that panic dines out on. The funny thing is that when the sensations in panic turn up, we seem to be completely taken by surprise, totally unaware that we are the cause of them turning up in the first place, through our anticipatory anxiety. So how do we deal with anticipatory anxiety? The same way we deal with panic itself, the same way we deal with any anxiety condition: attitude. You will overcome anticipatory anxiety through an attitude of acceptance and non-resistance. Instead of resisting, running, fighting, monitoring, and worrying about the next attack, you will practice accepting your condition 100%, accepting yourself 100% exactly the way you are. If and when an attack happens in the future, you will deal with it then and there. A non-resistant and accepting attitude also means moving towards that which you fear, expecting panic, provoking panic, wanting to experience panic. This attitude is the exact opposite to what you are currently doing and deprives panic of its life-supporting fuel, anxiety-producing fear. If, with absolute trust and belief in what I'm teaching you, along with as much courage as you can muster, you could learn to accept 100% whatever difficult situation you encounter. If you could accept that you will experience another panic attack before you get better, in fact, if you looked for opportunities to provoke your panic response, then you will stop acting so surprised when panic turns up. Expecting and accepting panic takes away the surprise, takes away the need to anticipate and worry about the what if, horrible thoughts of doom and gloom, which is the very fuel which panic needs to survive.